Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We live. We back, man. Welcome back. I'm your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. This is the Golden Goose DFS show where we specialize in single entry 3 max and 20 max contests. So, if that's your style of play, man, you found the right spot. Even if it's not your style of play, I don't care what style of play you have, man. This is one of the best spots for you if you're playing NBA DFS, so, man. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you know when the videos and content dropping, you can be here rocking with us. Alright? Also, do me one small favor. Hit that like button for your boy, man. It goes a long way to help the channel grow. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Let's talk about it. This is my starting five where I bring you 5 plays across both sites that's definitely going to be in my player pool. And guys, I'm gonna have my eye on. So, any questions, comments, or concern, leave them in the comment section down below. Or if you just want to say what's up or shout out where you're from, whatever, man, put in the comment section down below. I'll respond as soon as I see it. But let's talk about these picks. Y'all know I don't like to hold you long, all right? At the top, man, point guard, starting this thing off, get a little value piece in here. Going to this Nets Hornets game, give me Ben Simmons, 6,400. Listen, you know what you're getting for Ben Simmons. Don't be asking for 20 shot attempts. It's not going to happen. You got to pray he get you 10 points, 10 or more points, because he's live for a triple-double every time he steps on the court. Could get the start here again at the center spot with Nick Claxton still being out. He got the start last game. I don't know if they go that route here with Big Mark Williams over there for the Hornets. Maybe they let Simmons start, maybe not. If Day'Ron Sharpe is in the starting lineup, I'm going to go to him. I talked about him in my last video. He didn't get the start, didn't get any minutes. But if he's in the starting lineup, you can get the Sharpe. But either way, you can get to Ben Simmons, whether Sharpe starts or not. If he gets a start at center, just helps his rebounding out, and hopefully he can have a little bigger rebounding game for you. But we really gonna be looking for that triple-double bonus right here. He live for a double-double with rebounds and assists. So if he brings a little scoring, if he can get us about 12 points, we in there. If he can get you like 15, 16, he might be a must-have on the slate. But like Ben Simmons had 64 in this matchup against the Hornets, this game should get up and down. They should push the pace here. At the shooting guard spot, going to my boy Anthony Edwards, 9,200. Hasn't quite had a big game yet, but we know what he's capable of. I love this matchup here against the Hawks, one of the highest one of the higher game totals on the slate. I'm sorry. And it's projected to be a close game, only like a 2-point spread here. Anthony Edwards, I like him. I like this game in general. I'm going to get to this game a lot. I don't mind a little cat if you want to go that route as well. But Edwards is my preferred of the Minnesota guy because I think he has a higher ceiling than Cat. We know he can light it on fire. Give me Anthony Edwards at 9,200 in this matchup against the Hawks, I'm sorry. At the small forward, I'm going to go right back to my guy, man. I done played him every slate. All right? He let me down the first one, but been solid the last two. Give me Zaire Williams, man, 4,600. Listen, the kid's just solid, man. He's involved. He should see 30-plus minutes, provided it's a close game and no foul trouble here. He's live for a double-double, and that's tremendous when you're talking about a 4,600 price tag. If you get that double-double, you're looking at 30 fantasy points right there. You're talking about 6x and 7x on your salary right there, just getting to the 30 points. And I think he has a little higher upside. I think he might have a 40-point upside. He's capable of scoring a little more. I like Zaire Williams here at 4,600 going right back to the well against these Dallas Mavericks. At the power forward spot, another value piece, provided he's back and started. He's a little questionable right now. I think his shoulder, but they say he should be good to go. If he's back in the starting lineup, he's been seeing 30 minutes as well. Going against the Bucks here at 4,400. Kevin Love's another guy who is in line for a double-double. He's live for a double-double every time he steps on the court, man. You get solid shooting from him. You know he can rebound. 10 and 12 from here is very solid. Gonna let you approach 30 fantasy points as well from Kevin Love at a low 4,400 price tag. And he can find you a few assists in there. He's a very good passer as well. So, I like getting a Kevin Love right here at 4,400, provided he's back in the starting lineup. And at the center spot, I'ma just go back to my guy. Give me Anthony Davis. He's another guy I have played every slate he's been on this season. He hurt me the first one. Doesn't work for us the last two. Going right back to him. I think this price tag is still a little too cheap over here. On the second night of a back to back, could get the benefit of a little LeBron James rest. Maybe he sits out. Maybe he just plays less minutes. But either or, it does not matter. They want Anthony Davis to be the guy. They want him to be the primary scorer on the team. They're gonna try to feed him night in and night out. I like going to him right here, 9,600. I think he can continue to have success, and I love his price tag going against the Orlando Magic. Give me some Anthony Davis. There you have it, your starting five for DraftKings: Ben Simmons, Anthony Edwards, Zaire Williams, Kevin Love, and Anthony Davis. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine, all right? Go hit that like button if you haven't done it yet, man. Let's go look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there, all right? At the FanDuel side, on the FanDuel side, let me say, give me LaMelo Ball, 9,400 at the top. Listen, I'm not concerned. They say he's supposed to be on a minute limit, but he played 31 and 33 minutes the first two games, so I guess his limit is not letting him get over 35. So if he can get 33, 34 minutes in this matchup against Brooklyn, I think he can pay off this 9,400 price tag, man. He's a guy who's live for a triple-double. Hasn't even really shot the ball well yet so far this season. You know he's capable of getting hot and giving you a good scoring game. He's giving you solid performances without scoring a lot. So I think that bodes well for him here in this matchup against the Nets. Listen, his pace should be up and down, especially if Ben Simmons starting at center. He's grabbing boards, pushing it up the court. So if Ben Simmons starts at center, it does nothing but help the pace of this game. I like getting the LaMelo Ball here at 9,400. Maybe they let him go to 35 minutes here in this spot. But give me LaMelo Ball at this price tag going against these Nets. At the shooting guard. That's why he's a thumbnail, man. Stand with my boy Anthony Edwards, 9,200. Listen, just trying to get out there ahead of him. He's another guy who's been solid but hasn't had a big scoring game yet. I like this Minnesota-Atlanta game. I'm telling you, you can see him show up right here going against these Hawks. Give me Anthony Edwards for all the reasons previously stated, all right? At the small forward, I like going to Paolo Banchero now. This Magic Lakers game is one of the lower team totals, but that's okay. It's still fantasy value to be had. And I think you can get to him with Banchero here at 7K. He's another guy who's easing into the season, but we know he has 50-point upside. And you getting him at a low price over here at 7K. He's actually, what, $900 lower than he is on DraftKings. I like getting Apollo Banchero right here at 7K. Just need him to get going. He hasn't really scored the ball. He's giving you the peripherals, a little bit of everything. We just need that scoring to tick up here. I think it can against these Los Angeles Lakers. I think should be a low-owned guy that has a nice upside here at 7K. Give me some Paolo Banchero, all right? At the power forward spot, staying with Ben Simmons, 6,700. Like I said, he's in play regardless of whether he starts at the center or not. He's live for a triple-double. But if he starts at the center, it's only going to help his rebound. It's only going to help this game. Yeah? The pace, like I said, I expect the pace to be faster with Ben Simmons starting at center. Give me Ben Simmons. I'm just hoping he can find me about 12 to 15 points here in this spot going against these Hornets. But gives a little game correlation right there as well with this Brooklyn-Charlotte game. Now, before we get to the center, man, center is tough over here on FanDuel. Both sites, DraftKings and FanDuel, is pricing starting the year is on point. It usually take them a little longer to get this efficient pricing, but it's right there to start the season early. And center is so valuable on FanDuel because you only get one, and you probably need a top three scorer at that position, probably, depending on what the rest of the lineup and how the rest of the night go. But you're going to want one of those top three scorers at center. And then once you get outside of Jokic and Anthony Davis, it's risky, man. So I'm going to punt here at the center with what I think should be a solid take on this slate. And the center I'm going to is Onyeka Okongwu in this matchup against the Timberwolves here. Here's why. I could be galaxy braining it. It's still early in the season, but just walk with me. Like I said, I could be overthinking this. But you got a big front court for the Timberwolves and Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. Now, coming into the year, the Hawks teased and said they might look at playing both Okongwu and Capella starting in the same lineup. Well, I think this will be the perfect spot for that, all right? Okongwu and Capella, hopefully, maybe they'll draw the start here going against Towns and Gobert. But if not, I think he should still be in line for more minutes. You know you're going to get 20 minutes out of him. But if they don't start Okongwu, they're pretty small in this front court. That'll leave Jalen Johnson, who got the start last time, out to guard Karl Anthony Towns. And even if he's capable of guarding, you got to worry about foul trouble for him. So who you going to bring in once he gets in foul trouble? You going to go to Sadiq Bey? Too small. Karl Anthony Towns going to dominate. I think you can see more minutes from Okongwu here in this spot. Like I said, I could be galaxy brain and overthinking it, but I like Okongwu if you're putting your center on FanDuel. I like him in general on both sites. I think he's a good option. Like I said, you know he's going to get 20, but maybe you can get 25 to 28 minutes out of him here in this spot. And that's significant with Okongwu because he's like right at a fantasy point per minute. So if he can get closer to 30 minutes, man, he can get you 30 fantasy points here at this 4,800 price tag, and that's big for a value play. So give me Onyeka Okongwu here at the center spot on FanDuel if you're punting, which I probably am. We'll see how the rest of the day go and how the news go, but there you have it, man. You're starting five for FanDuel. Onyeka Okongwu, Ben Simmons, Paolo Banchero, Anthony Edwards, and LaMelo Ball. Get you some exposure to these guys, man. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine. If you want access to my complete player pool, the live stream before lock, chopping it up, looking at my lineups, helping you with yours, the Patreon link is down below, man. Go on and click that thing and officially join the gang. That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.